What is up everyone, welcome back to Mainly Movies, the channel where we talk about, well, mainly movies. So first of all, I just want to apologise if you hear any noise in the background. Family, they're getting home from work, there's going to be a little bit of noise in the background. So hopefully the microphone does a good job at knocking all that sound out. But anyway, in my last Halloween horror special, the very first one of this year, I talked about Rob Zombie's House of a Thousand Corpses. Anyway, I'd made the mistake of ordering this Blu-ray after I watched the movie. I rented it on my phone, and I didn't really know about this collection, but it's actually called Two from Hell, and it comes with A House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects. They're probably going to make one where it's like Three from Hell, and it's going to be, you know, House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil Reject, and Three from Hell. But for now, this is a cool collection, and it's published by Umbrella Entertainment. They are doing a phenomenal job releasing fantastic movies, and I love to collect their movies, basically. Which, speaking of Umbrella Entertainment, they also brought you today's video. Anyway, that's not an endorsement whatsoever. I know it just sounded like I advertised Umbrella Entertainment, but all I was saying that today's video is going to be on Day of the Dead, and Umbrella Entertainment published the Blu-ray that I have right here. But anyway, Day of the Dead, directed by George A. Romero, is the 1985 horror classic zombie film, which is the third in the trilogy of the Dead films, which is Night of the Living Dead, Dawn of the Dead, and Day of the Dead. Now, I'm not reviewing Dawn of the Dead simply because I couldn't find it and it's my YouTube channel. Leave me alone. No, I'm just joking. I want to review the original Dawn of the Dead because I haven't seen it, but I couldn't find it anywhere, and eventually I will find it, and I will probably do a review on it next year. But for now, I just want to talk about Day of the Dead, as it is one of my favourite zombie films of all time. So Day of the Dead is about a group of military soldiers who are in a bunker under the ground who are protecting a scientist who is researching the undead.
There's then this one. There have to be people in those shelters who know about us, who know where we are. With no radio contact, they'll come looking for us.
I said shut up! They can be tricked into being good little girls and boys, the same way we were tricked into it, on the promise of some reward to come.
Now, this is my favourite zombie movie for many reasons. The social message about authority and all that, I feel like it hits really hard. You can watch this movie and think about the social messages, or you can just watch it as a fun zombie film, which it is. But I just really like the idea of the military and all these authority figures going insane in this bunker and trying to kill everybody. I think that was the best part of this film. And watching them shout at each other and yell at each other and point guns at each other and threaten each other, I thought all of that was amazing, and I thought that was the best part of the movie besides the zombies and the gore. Speaking of the gore, there is lots of it. Tom Savini's work again shines, and it's brilliant, and there's some scenes that just are so gory even now that it's just almost like disgusting to look at. Like there's one in particular with this guy at the end when, I guess spoilers, but at the end of the film everybody's kind of getting ripped apart by zombies that got let loose into the bunker, and there's one guy that gets his head pulled off and all his limbs, and he's screaming, and because they're ripping his head off, obviously his larynx or whatever the part, I'm not a biologist, but whatever the part, the voice box is stretching and it breaks, you can hear it in his voice, he's screaming, then it goes really high pitched, and it made me feel bad for the guy. Even though the guy was kind of like the enemy of the film, it still made me feel bad for him. And that is job well done by Tom Savini, making disgusting, brutal looking deaths, which is a great part of this film. Even people just getting shot by machine guns just looks really good with blood squibs and everything. There's the scientist, Dr. Frankenstein, as they call him. His death when he gets shot is just brutal. And speaking of Dr. Frankenstein, he's working on a zombie, and he's training a zombie called Bub, and I thought that part was really cool, how they teach a zombie how to shoot a gun, or by using its memory, because the zombie was in the military in its previous life, and it's just remembering all these things, like picking up a book, reading, and like a toothbrush and a razor, everything like that. I thought that was really, really cool. But I honestly love it, and I thought this movie was fantastic, and I highly recommend you guys to watch Day of the Dead if you haven't. And yes, I will get around to watching Dawn of the Dead. I do kind of want to watch that movie, but I mean, I think the social message, and I know that George A. Romero adds a lot of social commentary in his films, but I think the whole commentary of consumerism kind of puts me off a little bit, but I'm hoping that it's kind of fun and enjoyable. I know that it is very lighthearted in that movie. But I think Day of the Dead is one of my favorite zombie movies of all time. It's gory, it's insane, and I like all the characters. I thought all the characters were really, really good. And as a movie itself, I'd probably give this movie an 8 out of 10. I think it's a really, really good movie. And as a horror film and scares, I'd probably go with a 9 or a 10. It did kind of give me chills. The zombies sort of look a bit, you know, off. But the very first zombie that you see in this movie is completely off-putting and disturbing. And that's when you know that you're in for a completely different film. But anyway guys, thank you for watching the video. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.